Hey guys, I'm back and I've got another video on how to draw a fighting pose. This one's going to be about drawing a fireball powering up, and I'm starting off with drawing a head in a 3/4 tilted down view. And I thought while I draw this head, I will share about what I've been up to these past 2 weeks. So some of you know that I've been either packing or unpacking boxes because I recently moved into a new apartment. And what happens so often when you move is that you forget where you put stuff. So I had my art supplies, my camera, cables, and stuff like that in various boxes. They were scattered and I had to go find them all. So that took a while, much longer than I anticipated, but I've got all my gear set up now. I've found everything and I can finally make videos again. So I'm pretty happy about that. I also wanted to say a big welcome to all the new subscribers I got recently within the past couple weeks. There has been quite a bit of you, and just wanted to say welcome and hope you guys like fighting poses because that's what we're going to be drawing today. So just really glad you're here. So now on to this video. So I started with drawing the shoulder right by the ear and drawing a line behind the head, and this new line is going to be his back line. So there's going to be a corner right there as it falls off, and I'm gonna zoom out so you can see the full effect. So now I'm going to draw the other shoulder just below his chin. I'm going to represent it by a circle, and so you can see that the shoulders are angled, right? And the one that's closest to us is bigger than the one that's farthest from us, so we get that depth. Now to finish off his torso, I'm going to start at the far shoulder and draw another curve down to his waist, and as I zoom out you can see that I've made a little corner which is going to represent I guess his stomach is scrunched, or he's bent over a little bit. And on the back side I have another little corner, and that's kind of like his hips. So I'm connecting those two lines with a subtle S curve, which is going to be his waist. Now I'm going to start placing the hands for the fireball. And what I do is I try to draw the palm in a simple shape for whatever pose of hands that I do. So for that one, it's a rectangle, and the lower hand is going to be this sort of falling trapezoid shape. Maybe it looks like a genie lamp, I don't know. So with these two shapes, you can position them until you get the fireball position that you like. And for this one, I chose those positions for this pose. So now for the farthest hand, I'm drawing the forearm as it goes behind the body. And now for the arm that's closest to us, I'm starting at the shoulder, going to draw down to the elbow, and then connect it to that palm shape that we drew. And then now on the inside, there's going to be a subtle S curve right to the elbow, and then we just connect it to the shoulder, that circle that we drew earlier. So let's clean this up a bit. And what I was trying to do was make the shoulder the widest, and then it gets more narrow towards the elbow, and then more narrow towards the elbow, and then more narrow towards the wrist. And here we have the neck, because necks are important. And now we can get started on the fireball hands. So I'm going to start the thumb right at the wrist, and just like my other videos, we're going to draw 3 lines, 1, 2, 3. And if you remember from the other videos on hands, that each new line from the wrist gets shorter and shorter. And so I'm rounding the tip of the thumb. And now I'm going to move on to drawing the pointer finger. So again, just 3 lines, each getting shorter and shorter. And notice how each new line, the angle changes. So the overall shape of the finger is curving a little bit. So I'm drawing the line back towards the palm. And now we can work on the middle finger. So 3 lines again. Here's the first one. 2, 3, and round the tip and draw back towards the palm. And for these fingers, what I'm trying to do is similar to what we did in the arm. That part's widest and it gets more narrow towards the tip. And this part, you can overlap this line to get a really subtle foreshortening effect to make the fingers seem like they are curving towards us. So all the fingers, the angles are changing, right? So that's the pattern that I'm trying to follow. So now I'm going to draw the ring finger. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, and round the tip. Head back towards the palm. And now the pinky finger is going to be the smallest curve of all. And draw it back towards the palm. And there we have that first hand of the fireball. One more curve to finish off the palm. Okay, so now let's move on to drawing his left hand, and we're going to start at the wrist again and draw 3 lines for the thumb. Remember, lines are getting shorter and shorter. Then you round the tip. One, two, three, round the tip, and a curve right there, and then a pretty big curve for the inside part of his palm. And so the overall shape of his palm in this view is sort of triangular. So I'm going to erase the front part of it just to clean it up a bit so we can draw these fingers. And so I'm drawing both sides of this pointer finger so I can see the angle. And same thing, 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, round the tip, back towards the palm. And there's a little corner, like right there, from palm to finger that I was trying to get. So now the middle finger is coming out at a different angle. And we're going to do the same thing, 3 lines, round the tip, and then back towards the palm. So these next 2 fingers will be easy. We'll just draw it hiding again behind the middle finger, and then pinky will come out sort of squarish. And from the pinky, we just need one more curve back towards the wrist, and our fireball hands are done. Cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to erase the bottom part of his right hand just to fit the fireball. And I'm just going to show you guys where I would place my fireball. I haven't really studied fireballs or even practiced fireballs. So you guys can put whatever style of fireball you guys want. That's where I would position it. And I'm just going to add in just a little bit of, I don't know what it is, shading. And these lines are going to be radiating from the fireball. I don't know, for fun. And for some of you who want to learn some anatomy, some maybe semi-realistic anatomy, here's the arm. So shoulder and then bicep. So the shoulder is a curve, straight line for the bicep, and then another curve towards the elbow. For the other side, it's going to be just 2 curves, one right here, and the second one towards the elbow. Second curve is longer than the first curve. And I'm going to draw an S curve. There's a lot of S curves to make a sleeve. And the rest of the video is going to be, adding in details like here around the sleeve and the collar. And I'm going to finish off by drawing his stance. So we're going to draw his legs. So now for his waist area, I'm just going to block in his hips. It's kind of this rectangular shape. And sometimes I draw his center line just to see the twist of his body. And right at the bottom of that line is where I would put his buckle. So just like the last video, I'm going to draw a fancy buckle. Because if you're going to draw a buckle, you might as well have fun with it and make it fancy. So this buckle has wings. So maybe when you want to use a bathroom, it flies out of your pants, and then you can use the bathroom. I don't know. And then when you're done, it just flies back in. Anyway, so some folds at the crotch. And watch how I draw this zipper line going over the folds. And now we can move on to drawing his legs. So from the hips, I'm going to draw a line out and then a circle for the knees. Now at an angle, I'm going to draw the other knee a little bigger circle, so you can see that that's how I position it with circles, and make sure you have that angle. Now over the knee, I'm going to draw just his pants, and so it's falling over the knee. And from that zipper, there's going to be a pretty big fold because of the leg, how it's pulling the pants. And this other leg will be pretty easy. From the zipper, we're going to come down towards that circle, S-curve over as the pants are draping over the knee. We'll connect it, and then an easy straight line for the other side. And so I'll finish off with drawing his legs, and I actually ran out of paper, so I had to tape a second sheet of paper because I wanted to show you guys his feet, because I know some of you have requested feet, so I want to draw that. So his left leg is going to come out at a much greater angle than the other leg, and it's going to appear longer because it's closer to us, so we have that depth. And I sort of missed some stuff, but now we're going to draw his feet. So to draw the feet, just like anything else, it's easier to draw a simple shape first and then add in the detail. So here on the other foot, draw it down towards the base of the foot, 2 curves, and from the ankle, another curve towards the toes, and we have the general shape of the foot. So I would work on just getting this simple shape first, and it's at an angle. And then on top of it, you can put slippers, you can put boots, you can put toes, whatever you want. But the key is getting the position right and the pose right. So now I'm just putting on some generic shoes, you know, Converse-esque shoes. And this video is pretty much nearing its completion. So yeah, guys, it's great to be back making videos. So I just wanted to sort of follow up on the last video and do another video where you could draw just different hands, because I know you guys have been asking me for just different types of hand poses, and you guys have been just wondering about that kind of stuff. So I chose Fireball. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to doing more videos, updating you guys on how my manga story is going. So if you guys have any requests, just send me a message as always, or leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe because I got more videos coming up, and I'm just really excited to be back with all my stuff out of boxes. So here we have the final pose, the Fireball pose, and here is a closer view. So hopefully that was helpful, and you guys found some tips that you guys can apply to your characters as they are making fireballs. And with that, guys, have fun, and I will see you guys next time. So take it easy.